What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to our FIFA 21 career mode as the manager of the mighty Boro. And today we have two games in store for you, both one in the League Cup and another in the Championship. And today, I'm up for this. We are at home to, in my mind, not every Boro fan might agree with me, and I'm sure Leeds fans might not agree with me, but in my mind, this is our derby. This is our rivalry. This is the game that we have looked forward to in the last couple of seasons. Of course, Leeds have got promoted to the Premier League now, so we won't be playing them in the league as, on an annual basis until they get relegated next season. But anyway, enough of that. I'm only kidding, Leeds fans. You guys are doing a great job in the Premier League at the minute, and I have no doubt that you guys will stick up there and wait and hang for us to join you so we can clash and reignite our rivalry in the Premier League. But for now, it's the League Cup, and it's a cup that we have won in recent years, a cup that means a lot to me as a Boro fan, and a lot to other Boro fans too. And today in round 3, we host the team we have classed as rivals in the last couple of years. We had some great clashes in the Championship. It's the bitter rivalry between Leeds and the Boro. So let's head to the. In fact, when I enter the team sheet, it is a big game. You can tell we've got a press conference to attend to first.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll start the questions now.
So, up against rivals, here we go. In such a big game, the pressure's on. Are you confident? Does your Leeds United... Did I just say, does your Leeds United team? Or did I read that wrong? Anyway, who do you expect to go through? We have to believe in ourselves. Actually, no, we want to reward our loyal fans. Let's get the fans on side. A fantastic performance and a resounding win in your previous match. Looking ahead to your game against your great rivals, Leeds United, do you think your boys have a psychological advantage? We were excellent. I'm going to big us up. Not give Leeds any credit. I'm just going to back our team. It's not the kind of bad run we expect from a Middlesbrough team. What's behind it, and how can you turn things... A bad run? I think we're doing all right, personally. It's hard to be sure. I'm not putting the blame on anybody specifically. Let's not talk about the league. This is a big day in the Cup. So, big day for us here in the League Cup. Usually I would look to be playing some of our fringe players, give them an opportunity, but not today. We've got our first choice goalkeeper in goal, Bettinelli, near enough our first choice back four, with the exception of Dale Fry, who's struggling for fitness. I mean, he's 83% fit, but I'm not too sure. I've stuck Johnny Howson in there at the moment. He's not sharp though, is he, Johnny? I'm going to put faith in Dale Fry. I've had a late change of mind there. So we've got Dale Fry and Grant Hall, two centre-backs. Obviously, we know we're not particularly... We haven't got any depth at centre-back, really. So these two are having to do probably a lot more minutes than what they'd like Saturday, Tuesday. So we're going to put faith in Hall and Fry and see how they go. Bit of a risk, but I think we need our best players in the best positions when we're playing Premier League opposition. Jed Spence will be on the right. Hayden Coulson will be on the left, the two best full-back performers so far this season. George Saville will partner Sam Morsey in the middle. I'm going to keep Morsey in for now. I did think about putting McNair in, but Morsey's been playing well. And then we've got Roberts, the magic man, who today, in real life, has just officially signed for Boro, so I'm glad that's happened and that this is true to the current Boro squad. Roberts is officially a Boro player on FIFA and now in real life. So he's going to be the magic man in the number 10 role. Tavernier maintains his place on the left. And we've brought Chuba Akpom in on the right. We've been playing Brown there and, a couple of forwards usually. Fletcher's played there, but Akpom's not been getting a chance in the league, and he's 74 rated. He's really, really good. So I thought with his pace and his physicality, we'll play him as more of a winger today than an out-and-out forward, with Fletcher taking that position up top. On the bench then, we've got Dyke, Steele, Johnson, Howson, Brown, McNair, Wing, and Asom Bolonga. It's probably our strongest team, our strongest 16. So let's have it then. Let's take the cup away from Leeds United. Let's knock them out of the League Cup. Bring it on.
Well, Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. We have all the action for you live on EA TV.
From Grandad Stan and Graham.
And hello from the northeast of England. This is the scene here at the Riverside Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, joined here on the commentary box by Lee Dixon. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Carabao Cup. It's Middlesbrough up against Leeds United.
Yes, Derek, a break from league action for these clubs today. Obviously a long way to go in this tournament, months away from the final. But both teams will be hoping they can put a good performance in today and book their place in the next round.
A look at the starting 11 for Middlesbrough.
The crowd sound loud. They seem up for it. There's Harrison and Bamford, former Boro players. I can't look Bamford in the eye anymore. Now he's gone to Leeds. Forshaw starting for them too. 3 former Boro players in the lineup.
Yeah, 4-5-1, Derek. The 5 players behind the lone striker will need to support him. Lots of very strong midfield offensively and also defensively. The back four will be protected throughout the game.
So a pretty strong team for Leeds. They're taking it seriously, showing us the respect. Come on! Jam-packed sellout Riverside behind the boys. Let's beat the scum. Come on.
And the match begins.
Spence.
Fletcher.
Here's Fletcher.
Decent progress with the ball at his feet.
Lovely play from Ashley Fletcher. Jed Spence with the shots. And it's a good save.
The goalkeeper comes through.
Well, he's done really well with his angles there. Good reactions too.
Potential danger here.
Bamford, as Fry tries to snap him. Oh, and Coulson takes a chunk out of Bamford there.
It'll be a throw-in. Options in the middle.
Here's Shackleton on the edge of the area. Finds Click. And that's a good save from Bettinelli.
Can they forge ahead?
First time Leeds have got through us. But Bettinelli's equal to it.
Played into the centre of the box.
Corner comes in. Dale Fry's there to meet it. Back out to Click. Recycle the ball back to Shackleton. Bamford. And he was offside.
Flag does go up. Must have been tight.
Yeah. Good line, boys. Good line. The crowd. I don't know if it's just me, but the volume. I don't know if the in-game volume of the crowd increases in these games, but it's actually giving me goosebumps how loud the crowd are. This is a fantastic atmosphere. And here's Tavernier again as we're in behind. Oh, try to pick out Roberts.
And a free kick awarded by the referee.
Free kick.
Hall. Tavernier.
Grant Hall. Tavernier.
Saville with it.
Here's George Saville.
And the cross smuggled away.
Cross is deflected.
Well, strong play here.
Only as far as Akpom. And he slices his shot wide.
Brush from history.
Well, he should be doing better than that. He had options around him too. He took.
Elder Costa. And Bamford. Mateusz Klich.
Leeds trying to play it round on the edge of the area. Good ball through from Harrison. But Bettinelli reads it well.
3 minutes of added time here.
Roberts does the midfield. He's done the defender as well. And he's off. Patrick Roberts here. Trying to turn Leeds' Premier League defence inside out. Roberts with the shots. And it's saved by Casilla. And that is the end of a rather exciting half. But a half that's not produced a goal as yet.
Well, you might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect, Lee.
Well, no goals for him, no real chances either. He needs to help his team a little bit more just to get involved in the game. I think he would be the difference if he was playing better.
Well, can't separate the two sides. Been an even game, not many chances. On to the second half.
And the match begins.
Beat the press. Here's Roberts.
Tavernier.
Tavernier.
With that, the attack fizzles out.
Corner.
Take a touch on the way through, hence a corner.
Well, the fans haven't had much to cheer about, have they? But a goal here would be huge.
Corner. Roberts to take. Is the roof about to lift off the Riverside here? Not quite. Comes out to Sam Morsey. Roberts. Ball in again.
And smart defending.
Leeds push up. And win the ball high. Got to be careful here. Here's Elder Costa. Couple of men in the box for him, but
still on level terms, moving the ball nicely.
Click. Bamford. And Fry's won the ball, but the referees give a penalty. You've got to be kidding me, ref.
Could well be his final warning. He's got to tread carefully from here.
You've got to be kidding.
But it's quite easy for the referees to
he got the ball. Dale Fry got the ball. I can't believe that. A perfectly timed tackle. Bamford with the touch here. And he gets the ball. Let me just check. Dale Fry's left foot gets the ball. There. Gets the ball before the man. And Bamford goes down like a sack of absolute you know what. That's it. I mean, look at this. Just look at that. Look at that. That is pathetic, Bamford. Fry gets the ball. Bamford goes down like a sack of dog. Yeah. And we've been absolutely done by the referee there. And it's a penalty to Leeds. Well, an unjust penalty decision. But it is what it is. Mateusz Klich steps up. And Mateusz Klich has bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. Well, what is he doing there? Well, that's what you call being too cocky. Tried to Pinnaker it almost into the top left corner. Got too much on it. That's what I call justice right there.
Fry. Sam Morsey.
Here's Morsey. Spence. Here's Akpom. Are one of these crosses finally going to pay off here? Roberts is at the near post! Oh, no one was there to tap it in.
He got there as well. It was all about could he get it on target, but when you see how far he missed, wow.
Well, he scored some headers this season, Roberts, but I think that was definitely a little bit too tough for him. Tavernier, not too far away at the back post.
And the emphasis is on creativity. Passing it around, looking for the goal.
Here's Harrison.
Can they get in behind
Dallas. Not much cover from Akpom there. Jed Spence getting done on the 2v1s. Roberts. Oh, and it's a good save. Got there ahead of the striker. And it's a block from Grant Hall as that ball squirmed its way through. And somehow got ahead of Bettinelli, but he made the save. Click. Saville not having that. Roberts trying to play in Fletcher. And Fletcher's out-muscled Cock. Fletcher, he's getting manhandled, but Fletcher with a great finish! The roof has taken off at the Riverside.
Not long to go now. How will that affect the opposition?
Fletcher has blown the roof off. Cock could not keep up. Cock could not keep up. Didn't have the strength, didn't have the pace to stick with Ashley Fletcher. And he had the wherewithal to finish as well. I'll be honest, Roberts' ball was meant for Tavernier, but Fletcher, even though he was behind the defender, still had the pace and the strength to get ahead of him. We lead Leeds United by 1-0.
Will it prove decisive here?
Harrison, and he's rang straight into Akpom, and Akpom's just absolutely rinsed the left back. And look at this, look at Chuba. Look at Chuba go here. Cross comes in, and unfortunately it's too far for Fletcher.
Ashley Fletcher.
Holding off Ayling like he's not even there. What a ball that is to Roberts. Only comes as far out to Fletcher again, and is shot straight at the keeper. Good ball over the top. Here's Jack Harrison.
Stuart Dallas. Chance to cross.
Tyler Roberts. Sam Morsey is there. Quick play on the left here by Leeds. Dallas opens up for Calvin Phillips. But his shot is a poor one, and it's straight at Bettinelli. And we're going to pick out Roberts. But Cooper's on him.
Can they see this out now? The fans are certainly doing their bit.
Roberts. Fry stands him up. Banford's shot is blocked. Coulson clears. Leeds are starting to pile the pressure on now. Here's Banford again. But Grant Hall is there to meet him. But Morsey can't get out. And Click's shot. Morsey again can't clear it. The shot again. And it's a corner. So corner for Leeds. Click goes near post. Has no luck. It's ricocheting around in the box after a shot. I'm not too sure who it was from. And the referees give us a free kick, which relieves a bit of pressure. But that shot from range there from Leeds could have went anywhere. Here's Roberts. But once again, Leeds' attack comes to no avail. Brown, Lewis Wing. And there was just no runners in behind. We could have had them on the counter-attack. Here's Click. Any second now, the referee will blow his whistle. This has to be the last chance for Leeds. And there's Marcus Brown. And that is it. We've beaten Leeds United. And we've knocked the scum out the cup. Get in there.
Game back and forth. Test for both sets of players, but one side has come out on top, but only just.
In the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Lee.
Well, he's always a danger, isn't he? No more so when he grabbed that goal. He never disappoints me when I watch him. He's just too good, simple.
That win takes you into the next round of the Cup. Congratulations. I know you boys will be celebrating, but are you already thinking about how far you can go? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just one goal between the teams in the end, and you've come away with the win thanks to a second half strike. Did you feel like you were comfortable, or did you get nervous? Honestly, the defence were absolutely brilliant today. Every player did his job, and we've only had one other clean sheet today, one other clean sheet this season, and our second clean sheet happens to be against a Premier League team. You surprised a few people today by playing Akpom as a right winger. How do you think he did? I thought he did quite well. His pace and power did, give them problems. He beat their left back a couple of times, so I thought he did well. So there we go then. If that doesn't give you a boost heading into the league, I don't know what will. Tuba has been in the office. I know people have been talking about the position you're playing me in. I just want to say I'm ready to do whatever's necessary. I think that was a similar message as to what Roberts gave us earlier in the season. I'm just going to give him the same answer. He'll do for me. Keep his morale high. It's tough putting Tuba into the team at the minute when Roberts and Fletcher and Assombalonga are all doing pretty well, but we'll find a place for him. So we're at the next round of the Cup then. Quick look at the calendar to see if the next round's been drawn. Not yet. We'll have another look before the next game, where of course it doesn't get any easier. Next we head to Deepdale as it's Preston away in the Championship. So before we go at the team sheet for the Preston game, let's have another little look to see. And still no League Cup draw. Oh, there is! Wow, I missed it. The League Cup just keeps getting more difficult, doesn't it? We've been drawn up against another Premier League team and we're away from home. It's Goodison Park for us in round 4 against Everton. Wow, I mean, let's be honest. Look at the other teams that are in round 4. We've avoided Leicester, we've avoided Liverpool, and I've loved Newcastle. Villa or Brighton, I would have, that'd have been good. But we've avoided City, Arsenal and Man United, so I guess it could have been worse. But anyway, that's not for a while now. Back to the league, it's time for the team sheet for the Preston game. So ahead of the Preston game, as you can imagine, played our first team in midweek, so there are a couple of fitness issues, especially in the centre-back position. Obviously, Fry and Hall were already not 100% fit heading into the Leeds game, and they played the full 90, and they did unbelievably well getting that clean sheet. So, yeah, both of them have had to step out for today's game, so it's I wouldn't say a makeshift centre-back pairing. Obviously, Howson is, a decent centre-back. He can play anywhere, let's be honest. And Nathan Wood comes in for what might be, you might have to correct me, his first league start. We've kept Coulson and Spence in there, not 100%, but they're young, they're fit, they're good to go, basically. And we've got the likes of Johnson and Dykesdale to replace them if they start to struggle. Saville is fit for this one. McNair comes in for Sam Morsey. Roberts does start. We made sure we took him off with enough time so that he is fit for the game. Brown starts on the left. I've got a Assombalonga, actually. That's not right. Tuba Akpom is the player I want there. We're going to give him another go on the right wing. With Fletcher, of course, having to reprise his place up front after that great goal. Which means the bench looks like this. Dykesdale, Johnson, Fry, Tavernier, Morsey, Wing and Assombalonga. So it's as unchanged as it could have possibly been, really, from the league's game. So yeah, without any further ado, let's see if we can either follow it up and keep the momentum going with a good result here, or are we going to come crashing back down to earth with a bang?
We simply have to focus on this man. In imperious form and the leading marksman in the league. Can he add to his total today on EA TV? Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box by Lee Dixon, and we're on the cusp of bringing you live action from one of the most exciting leagues in Europe, the Championship. It's Preston North End, and they face Middlesbrough.
Cheers, Derek. Yeah, really excited about this one. Looking forward to some entertaining end-to-end football.
Well, as you can see, the visitors come into this game full of confidence in front of goal. The best attack in the league statistically.
Well, Derek, everything we do on a football pitch is all based around goals. Keeping them out, that was my job. A bit boring, I'll give you that. And scoring them. And boy, the top scorers, they very rarely let you down. I'm sure we're in for a load more today. Should be a goal fest.
That's run the rule over the Preston North End starting 11. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free roll.
Good team, Preston. I do like Preston. I do like Preston. It's always a tough place to go, Deepdale. So we cannot assume that because we've just beat Leeds United, we're going to beat Preston. This is going to be a really, really tough game. Here we go then. Back to the bread and butter. That is the Championship. Preston against the Boro.
Sean Maguire.
Straight away, the over-the-top through ball to Maguire. Always wiggled his way past Jed Spence. He was a bit unlucky. And blow, that ball is a fizzed one right across the face of goal.
Good pressure from the defender to put him off.
They got a tiny touch on that there, Johnson, but Preston starting this game quickly. Here's Coulson. Here is Patrick Roberts. Lovely stuff from Roberts. Marcus Brown. And the shots blocked.
High pressing is their game, but there is a risk attached to it if the opposition
Suddenly,
break through that press.
could be a counter-attack on here. Maguire has pace and there's men in behind. Maguire with an absolutely incredible run. And maybe a tad selfish in the end.
Always with the attacking player because he's got the ball. You've got to take the ball off him. He does a brilliant job on that occasion.
Well, he kept on running and I thought if he squares this, we're in trouble. But a bit selfish in the end from Maguire. The shot wasn't as good as it seemed.
Gallagher. But attacking possibilities.
Johnson is Barkhausen. I'll tell you what, Preston are up for this. They're really up for this. Difficult ball in.
Well, it still could be dangerous.
They have started this game unbelievably well and have got us defending all over the place. Wood clears it. Comes out to Gallagher. And his shot hits the side netting. Good pressure from McNair there. Bettinelli, I'm hoping. Knew that was going wide.
Wells.
Here's Saville.
The ball down on the spot.
Brown didn't continue his run.
Oh, he went for massive power off the crossbar and blasted over.
Well, they're giving us so many problems here. Running in behind. Maguire, once again, who has incredible pace. His cross is blocked by Johnny Howson. But they're really catching Spence and Coulson out. Every time they get the ball, they're looking for that over the top. In behind our fullbacks. Johnson with the corner now.
Over it comes.
And it's a near post header.
Over the crossbar with that effort.
Got to the ball first ahead of Spence. But it's over the bar. Don't see many goals from corners on this game. But they weren't too far away there.
Wood.
Here's Coulson. See if we can get something going here. It's been all Preston so far. Saville.
Move from Boro.
Roberts. Fletcher! Oh, good save. The angle was just a little bit too wide for Fletcher. Tried to finesse it around the keeper. Good save though. And they're in behind the Coulson again. Our fullbacks. Barkhausen.
Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead.
Wood comes out to meet him and wins us a goal kick.
Paul Huntington.
There it is again. Over the top through ball. First time cross back to Maguire. He plays it back to Johnson and he plays it back to the striker. But Bettinelli is there.
Terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well.
And it's all Preston here.
And let's go to Alan McAnally now.
They're playing such a high intensity game. They're not giving us any room to play.
31 minutes played. 1-0.
Thank you, Alan McAnally. Roberts.
Akpom does well to hold it up.
Acres of space for Boro out wide.
Roberts. Here's Jed Spence. Waiting for the run.
That's a useful cross.
It's Marcus Brown who's there. Comes back out to Spence. McNair fancies a shot.
Like that all day long.
But it was straight at Rudd.
And let's join Alan McInally because I understand there's been a goal in the Rotherham game. Alan.
It's a second goal for Stoke City. It's been scored.
Ah, we've played through them in a matter of passes here.
Picked the ball.
Ashley Fletcher is in with his weaker
Sound
foot.
goalkeeping.
And it's saved by Rudd.
Perhaps to invigorate their aerial targets.
2 passes, that's all it took. Did consider cutting in on Fletcher's right there, but wasn't sure. But Wood, Roberts, and through to Fletcher, and that's all it took to get through this Preston defence, which has been rather solid so far. Roberts,
Over the corner.
corner comes in, and McNair can't control it. Ooh, Preston have got away with one there.
Rafferty. Molt. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 3 extra minutes. Joe Rafferty.
Rafferty over the
A
top
chance to whip it in.
to the wing, so that they can get the cross in.
Making sure nothing came of
And
it.
Wood is there again.
Bodies
clearance
forward
finds
and the
Fletcher.
press looks on.
And the counter-attack seems our best avenue.
Bodies back.
Akpom. There's no one in the middle. Waiting for Fletcher. Here he is! And it's there!
To open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Right on the stroke of half-time. I said a counter-attack would be our best avenue. And that's exactly what has happened.
Well,
Who
let's
said
look at this
Akpom
again.
wasn't a winger?
Tactical football on the break. Surprise is the key. But if a player can stand still and nod the ball into the net like that, I'll be asking serious questions about my centre-backs.
Should the
Shocking,
keeper
really.
have saved it? It's a good header near post from Fletcher, but he had lots of space.
Well, the coach has to be happy with that. Got their noses in front. Still work to be done, though.
Not going to lie, we've been second best. It's been very much defend and counter-attack for us in this game. But we've got the goal when it mattered. Right on the stroke of half-time.
Managers will now deliver their half-time team talks.
We'll head
We're
into
at
the
end
break.
of 45
1-0
minutes
up.
in this game. To say, under some pressure.
Ooh, I tried to play out with Howson there, but he's being pressured off the ball. Here's Gallagher. Is he going to get his shot away?
Magnificent
Nathan
defending.
Wood stands him up extremely well.
They've got it now. What can they do?
Although McNair's pass is straight to their right back, I believe. Early pressure from Preston.
Targets available.
Cross comes in.
And
And
a
Nathan
no-nonsense
Wood
clearance.
is there again. But Preston keep on coming.
It's got to
Oh,
be.
and that's an
High degree of
unbelievable effort
difficulty to hit it on the volley like
from
that.
Johnson.
Very close.
Well,
It was a
he's all
low-driven
about timing.
ball.
You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and
Well,
he's
he did
very,
well to
very
get any
unlucky.
sort of connection on that. It was a quick cross. Good volley. And if that was on target, Bettinelli would have had no chance.
Wood. Good tackle taken away.
This high-intensity football
Perfect ball now.
is getting the better of us again. And Preston
Goal!
have
Real
pressed
excitement. A back and forth type
and
of game.
equalised.
Now they're level.
And it's Maguire who's been a thorn in our side. What a finish.
Well, I just love to look at perfect technique.
look
and you
how
won't
high
get any
they're
better
pressing
than
up the
this.
pitch.
It's just a dream.
As soon as they
strike.
win the ball.
Brilliant, brilliant effort.
There's 3,
Slightly
4,
different
5 of them
vantage
running
point
into
in
our
terms of
box.
the goal that was scored.
And that's a great touch and a fabulous finish. So we just got caught on the ball. Preston have played a very high-intensity, high-pressing game. And it's finally paid off. It's one each.
1-0.
Alan McInally keeping us right up to date. Losing possession here.
Well defended by Coulson. Beat his man too, but once again, Preston are absolutely on us
Daniel
like a
Johnson.
rash when they win the ball.
The cross is on.
And then they flood the box. And Coulson, time after time, right place, right time. Johnson is in.
Timely intervention.
And it's Howson this time. Roberts. Here's Fletcher. And there they are again. Preston. Putting us under some immense pressure here.
Fruitful looking attack. Can they
Plays in Maguire. What a ball. And Howson does enough.
Had it not been for the keeper.
Well, he was...
Still on level terms. Moving
Maguire.
nicely.
And Spence has to come across and concede a corner.
Get their noses in front from the corner.
It's constant pressure. I mean, we've played some good teams who have been good in possession this season, but I don't think we've come up against a team who have just been so full of energy.
And over comes the corner.
It's a good one as well, and I think that might have been off the line from Howson. Not sure if it was going wide or not.
And a tidy ball.
Ball over the top. Here's Maguire. And
It is
there's
be
there
a
to meet
throw
him.
in. Crossing possibilities. However, up a dead end.
We're having to defend at our absolute best. Concentration at its highest here.
It might be on for them.
Johnson though. Back post cross, and I tell you what, Coulson. What a touch.
Played into the
It's
box.
still not in.
Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's
And
ball.
Bettinelli.
Now
Fletcher.
can they counter clinically?
Here's Roberts. And we're finally
They
out
profit from this situation.
ahead of the midfield. But there they are again. Here's Roberts. Brown. First time we've had any sort of run
Promising move from Boro.
in their half, I think, for the entire second half of play here.
Akpom.
Here's Akpom. We've got quite a few men in the box here. Marcus Brown's one of them. He's scuffed his effort.
I think the goalkeeper will be the
Absolutely
slightest bit
scuffed
bothered
it.
by that effort.
Well, he won't want to watch that on the replay, I tell you.
What a
He was
chance for
way,
Brown.
way wide there.
And what a terrible miss. And that's what I mean. For all the possession and the pressure that Preston have put us under, it just takes that one cross.
Substitution time it is here.
McNair wins the header. Here's Roberts.
Playing with purpose.
He's
and
not had the
control.
easiest game in the world, but that's a good ball over the top to Akpom.
Chance to cross.
Cross.
Can he put it away?
Fletcher!
An invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Out
Well,
of
just looking
nowhere,
at
we've
the
had
fix he's
two
in,
really
just
good
fine.
chances
Well, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all
to
to see.
somehow nick this game. Two chances in a matter of minutes, and they've both gone begging.
And let's join Alan McInally because I hear there's been a goal in the Bristol City match. Alan.
It's a goal for Brentford. 4 minutes remain. 1-1.
Thank you, Alan McInally.
Potts with the cross, it's
He
blocked.
got in the way of that cross.
And with minutes remaining, Preston have a corner.
Can they take advantage of it?
The crowd certainly up for this. We're going to make a triple substitution. Roberts for wing.
And firing it
Corner.
into the
It's
area.
David Nugent!
Crucial intervention just then. amid
Or was it
impending
Huntington?
danger.
I think it was Huntington. And that was goal bound. Nathan Wood was in the right place at the right time. Preston come again with another corner.
He's driven in the corner.
And
Pass
that
clear.
is out for another corner.
After another.
Don't think I've played a game in this career mode yet where we've been under so much pressure. And Preston have looked very good from set pieces. Corner number 3.
Played into the centre
It's
of the
deep.
box.
McNair wins it. Only as far out as Pearson.
Beautiful pass.
Back into Johnson in a dangerous position. Johnson doesn't want to put it in case.
Oh, a tremendous block.
He makes a foul and it's blocked again. But here's Saville. And if we can get away here,
Big chunk of added time
we
here,
could
and
get a
then
little bit of
and
daylight robbery.
the pass
Lewis
could do
Wing.
damage.
He's onside. Oh,
Making
no, he
him
isn't.
just run slightly better. Offside.
Thought Wing might have been onside there. No.
Of normal time.
Wing loses the ball.
Well, they're certainly thinking
Nugent's
about a winner.
onside. Howson
It's a
with a
perfect
big challenge there. As Wood just gets rid of it.
All the way through to the keeper then.
The keeper launching it forward, looking for the wingers as they have done all day, but that's gone out for a throw-in. Is there one more twist in the tail here?
Tavernier.
Here's Tavernier.
Lewis Wing.
Wing.
And that pass could be
Fletcher.
troublesome.
Are we going to commit daylight robbery and nick the win? And that's a big save from the keeper.
Yeah, that looked like the winner, Derek. No one else in sight, but the keeper had other ideas.
We've almost just committed the heist of the century there, if that had gone in. We're into the 7th minute of the 5 added on. If we were to score here, it would just be cruel on Preston. But we're going to put the corner in.
Fired over the corner.
Saville, McNair
Danger averted.
going for the bicycle kick. And the full-time whistle
Beyond this game,
goes.
a story of parity in
And
the
what a
end.
game.
No winners, no losers. Lee,
A deep
your
deal.
Well, lots to eulogise about in that game, Derek. Both sides going for the win. Neither side could quite get over the line for the victory, but terrific entertainment.
I think a draw has got to be the fair result. I mean, Preston dominated. They had the possession, created loads of chances, but arguably we had the best chances. Brown missed a sitter, Fletcher missed a header, and then had a one-on-one at the end. So many times today we could have nicked 3 points from this game, which would have been harsh on Preston. I think a draw is the right result. That was exactly the kind of close-fought contest everybody was expecting. What did you make of the result, and were you satisfied with your team's performance? I was. It was a tough game, and there were two very committed teams out there, definitely. I don't think we've had to work much harder than what we did today. The game was there to be won, but after conceding the equaliser, were you worried your team might drop off and end up losing? I mean, it was always a possibility with Preston, but we could have easily won it ourselves. I'm going to say how happy we didn't lose. Could have went either way, really. Wasn't a great result for you against Preston, obviously. Maybe there are several reasons why it happened, and your inability to deal with Maguire. Well, he was tough to deal with. And I'm just going to praise him as a good player and not really mention our boys. I don't think they did too bad against him. I think Maguire was just really, really good. And maybe a player to look into in the future. So then, guys, that is it for today's episode. Johnson wants to speak to us. I'm really sorry to be having this conversation, but my contract's nearly up and I've got to think about what's best for my future. Seems like nothing's happening here, so I'm wondering if I should start looking for another club. If I have to leave, I will. So Marvin Johnson not happy. I know there is a lot of competition for that left-back position with Coulson. Who's just playing so well, and even further forward on that left-hand side, you've got Tavernier. You've got plenty of players that can play there. Marcus Brown. I'm not going to say you let me down. Give yourself time to think. Yeah, I'll just say that. Keep your head down, keep working. Give yourself some time to think about it. I'm sure we can work something out. And his morale has went from content to happy, so that's a pretty good conversation there. The first time we've had to deal with something like that. So, obviously we know we're playing Everton in the next round. The draw, with us only having one league game today, doesn't do much for us really. We've maintained 9th position. 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats from our first 10 games, which isn't bad. And yeah, we are only 2 points off the playoffs, so still a perfectly good start to the season. Brentford and Birmingham still continue to set the pace, with Brentford still unbeaten, which is quite something. Forest unbeaten too, although they have drew over half of their games. And then there's plenty of teams up there. Bristol City, Watford, Stoke, Birmingham have only lost once. So some tough teams up there to contend with. But our start's been good. And I've got to say, compared to episodes gone by, we've had quite a quiet episode, I'll be honest, in terms of goals. Looking at our stats compared to the teams at the top, the goals conceded stands out big time. We've conceded 3 times as many as some of the teams up there, almost 3 times as many. But we've scored more than them all as well, so it's all about the balance, really. But we'll keep plodding on. It's a long season, and in the next episode we have 2 league games. Huddersfield at home, another midweek game, so that will be another tough game. Huddersfield, a team who've struggled since coming down from the Premier League, and they'll come to Riverside before we head to one of them unbeaten teams, Nottingham Forest away. So, as the Championship always is, 2 tough games. We know Forest are up there and unbeaten. Huddersfield, not so much. They're 23rd and have only won one of the first 10 games, but as we've seen, Coventry are down there and they beat us, so let's not look at any results and assume we're going to take a set number of points from them. They're both going to be tough games. But as always, guys, if you've enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button. Certainly, if you're a Boro fan, you've got to give me a like for knocking Leeds out the cup, and if you haven't subscribed, you've got to subscribe just for that reason as well. And as always, comment in the section below any thoughts you've got on the videos and what you think our potential goal should be for this season. Do you think we can push for playoffs? Do you think we can, do anything more? Looking at the table right now, it does look tough. I think playoffs would be a dream, really. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think we can do this season. And until next time, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you